Okay, so this is a game against Washington this year. Now, Caleb Williams, obviously an incredible athlete. We want to see the ability to play the quarterback position as well. All right, so these are the kind of things. You see, get back, understanding they're just simply going to run what looks like a choice route right here. Just run a hook. They're going to run a go here. I'm not sure the rest of the concept that we're getting up top. Looks like we've got a little hitch hook outside. So a lot of pure progression stuff within this offense, but I like this right here. Come back, see it, rip it. No hesitation, hit the back foot. You can see nice knee bend. Technique-wise, I think he's a little bit up front from a technique standpoint, but something to pay attention to. But I like overall the technique. Quick, nice, easy throw to the outside. And so a big part of it, too, is understanding how to throw. We saw that last week when I broke down my son. It wasn't about overpowering everybody with the throw. It's understanding what you need to put on the throw each and every given situation. All right, this becomes a huge part of what USC does and a lot of teams, and this is, again, why it's hard. He's a great athlete. He's going to run this at the NFL level. A lot of teams run this at the NFL level. We're going to read this defensive end. It's a run play. If this guy squeezes down, we're going to keep it, and we're going to run what I call a naked bootleg. Okay, so an RPO naked, so he keeps it, and now we're blocking out in front of it. Just dump it off. He has ability to run, too. You're going to see a lot of this inside the tape, things that he does really well. He's really good at reading those things and making decisions off of it, which becomes a big part of it. It's what Patrick Mahomes did in the Super Bowl. In the key situations in overtime, it was leave it in Patrick's hands, let him read, and then decipher whether he uses his legs or his arm. This is something that Caleb Williams can do and will do at the next level. Okay, so here's another one. Same idea. Okay, so we're holding here, reading the defensive end. They actually bring pressure here as well. So I'm going to catch it, read it, pop it, get it out there to my guy, and let him go. So these are the things that I'm talking about that get hard to evaluate, is that I understand you can do that. You just don't live in that world in the NFL where you're doing all these read options or RPOs. Part of it, no question. Want to be good at it? He's very, very good at it. But that's where it gets hard to evaluate these guys sometimes if they do this so often within their offense. And as you remember, I took a lot of the screens out of it. I left some RPOs so you can see what he does well. Okay, so again, you try to decipher what we have going offensively right here. Okay, so we come back and we've got a little stick, quick post here with a post over the top. Okay, so I don't know. I really don't know. This guy is going to hook. Their back's going to run a wheel. He's right by it. Then you got a guy running a flat. Again, I don't understand how you read it. Now, he's looking left first, so I'd love to see him take this. Read this linebacker right here. He's tucked inside. Anticipate and take this one right here. Because you see, there's the opening. There's the shot. He's set. Like, let it go. Anticipate and let it go. Okay, but he doesn't. Okay, maybe this guy's in the way. I can buy that. But now what do you do from here? And again, this is what you see on the other side. What's the quarterback supposed to do? Where is he supposed to go? What's the progression here? Instead, a lot of this becomes 13, go run around and make a play. And he makes a lot of them, okay, just like here. But you don't really know how everything connects here to what's going on. Well, Kurt, what might you do different? Well, if I'm going to run this, okay, it's not really in a position to jump anything and take the post. I'm probably going to run some kind of comeback here. So if I don't like this and feel that there's a squeeze in here, I can work out to the comeback and I give the quarterback a chance to progress and make a play without having to run around and create. Nice job creating. Good throw on the run. Something else that Caleb does really, really well is throw on the run. Really gifted thrower and finds ways to make a lot of really impressive throws on the run. Here we go again. Up, RPO, boom, boom, step down. Got the guy in the flat. Okay, so, you know, again, this becomes the hard thing because you watch these guys and these guys complete 68, 70% of their passes, which is great. But when so many of them are like that at the line of scrimmage and you know, it's basically an extended handoff, you want to see the throws down the field. That's why I said a big part of my assessment is what are those throws down the field? What's the decision making on those next level throws? They don't have to be deep throws. I actually like the 15 and under, the 20 and under type throws even more, because that's the majority of what you're going to make in a game, not the bubble screens and not necessarily the deep ones down the field. Okay, so here's a deep one. So you got a couple things going here. Okay, so he gets the guy to jump. Okay, so he runs a little hook right here. He could take this one right here with off coverage. That's probably the easier throw in the completion. But you get the guy to jump off sides. You say, hey, I'm going to take a shot. Okay, now the biggest thing to me is technique right here. Okay, so you see Caleb kind of just fall away from this throw instead of just throwing it out there. Okay, and that's a big part of it. Is I love the decision. I get a free play. I can go take a shot down the field. Just stay true to your technique. He kind of just shot puts it out there. No real chance to complete it there. But you love the thought process. Hey, I get a guy to jump. You see Aaron Rodgers do it all the time. Smart players, get a free play, go take your shot. That's what he did right there. Just stay true to your technique and give yourself a chance. Even if it's an interception, it doesn't matter. So drop it on your guy and try to give him a chance to make a play. All right, so a half roll right here. All right, so once again, you don't have a whole bunch connected here, but this is just a shot here. Taking the pylon, then he'll probably come to this over route right here and replace back behind it. Okay, so you see his ability to throw the football, the talent level of his arm, half roll, boom, get the ball up, pretty good throw, just a touch out of bounds. Right? And so, again, a lot of this is what are we teaching him to do? This happens so fast here, okay? So your receiver is already running to the corner within 10 yards. So there's some kind of disconnect here because Caleb's still dropping and running. I'd love for him to be able to put the ball out there right now. The receiver may be going a little too quick because normally you don't run these high corner routes that quickly. But regardless, these are the things you have to evaluate. I like his ability to plant, get the ball up quick, but still run out of room because it's a really tough throw right here, but still a pretty good throw, all things considered, other than the fact that it carries him out of bounds. But the half roll plant throw on a deep throw like that, not an easy thing to do. Okay, so we get the play action again. Okay, so just a one-on-one, put the ball out there. I like the throw. Never fully understood why we do the play action when we're trying to get the ball up, but maybe he's still reading this guy to make sure he doesn't go over the top. But it messes with your footwork a little bit. You see Caleb, right? You see as he goes to throw this, the feet are kind of going this way as he's trying to throw the ball down here, but still, gifted thrower, does some really good things, throwing with his body here, takes his feet out of it, gets the ball up, puts it in a position where his guy's got a chance right there to make a play. So again, you see that off platform. You see some of the Patrick Mahomes, boom, lay it up there, put the ball in a good position. And I only use Patrick Mahomes because everybody's using Patrick Mahomes. But Patrick is kind of the model for throwing off platform and being able to do some of those things. Caleb does have some of those traits without a doubt in terms of being able to throw from the different platforms and create the velocity that we need. See the half roll, a couple plays ago, boom, put the ball out there 45 yards. That one, not able to set his feet off of the RPO, able to flip the wrist and put the ball in position to make a play. Okay? All right, so again, here becomes the issues to me is like, okay, what is the connection here on all of these plays? Okay, so we've got a guy running a stop route here. We've got cover two with a guy going up over the top. So those aren't really connected. The corner can take one, the safety can squeeze to the other. Oftentimes you convert this to a go route, so I can at least do a 2-on-1 here. On the other side, we're going to run a pivot with the inside fade. Okay, so an inside fade, don't have that because this guy's here. And then a pivot route. Obviously, if everybody falls off, you can get to that. But what is the play read? What are we trying to do against cover two right here? It's, to me, not a great play against cover two. He's coming out looking at this one right here. Doesn't win. So now, once again, what's the process? Where are you going? Where are you supposed to move to next? And now it becomes create again. Look at one guy, he's not there. Go create and make a play. And he does just that. Great job. Another great throw on the move, turning his hips, getting a nice play over here. But this is hard to evaluate because you have to ask yourself all the time, okay, is Caleb Williams a good enough athlete to live in this world in the NFL? Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. We'll have to see that against the best in the world. But you're not seeing a lot of processing right now in terms of going from 1 to 2 to 3, reading the defense, understanding where he needs to go with the football. And so that's where it makes it hard to evaluate. Again, why I put my son's tape on last week, you saw a lot more of that processing. Well, there was play design that allowed him to do that, where I felt like USC didn't give Caleb the opportunity to do that. So now I've got to decipher, can he do that? Or can he not do that? How much does he have to grow? Here we go again. Little RPO to the flat. So early on in this game, right, what are we seeing? We're seeing off schedule and we're seeing flat throws on the RPOs. Haven't really seen Caleb play the quarterback position, go through his reads, stay in the pocket, drive throws down the field off of defenders, all of that sort of stuff. Okay, so here we go again. We've got basically that same play here with the choice that we saw in the first play of the game. So we're going to come back and we're going to look at that. We don't like it because of the squeeze. I really don't have anything to go to, so I'm just going to put the go route up on the outside. Low percentage throw. Not a bad throw. Putting it out there, putting it in position for his guy. But just low percentage opportunities here where you got one guy or the other on that side. You see it. We're mirroring it on the other side. So it's just a hook here, hook here. Now you got to pick a side. Okay, so not really reading anything, but we're picking a side. I see why he picks this side. They drop the defensive end out. That's what gives him problems. And now he's just got to recover to a go route over the top and try to make a play. Okay, really good throw right here. Okay, so they're going to run an out. And then this down the middle of the field. Again, really don't know how this concept connects. Okay, and then on the backside, you've got a stop route here with a guy going to the flat, kind of up on top of each other. So I don't know. I don't know what the read is. I don't know what the progression is, because if you're going to throw this and somebody takes it away, you don't really have anything replacing that. You just got to go to another guy in a different area. Okay, so the first thing I would just say is, okay, come out, get set. Why not take this one right here? This corner's going back. They're running kind of an invert cover 2. This guy is running out here, but lay this football out in front because you don't know what else is going to come open. That's a throw you're going to have to make in the NFL. Okay, so I don't know, but he comes back and finds this one here. Again, there's not really a progression. He's just kind of going outside and then looking for somebody open. Great throw. Got to make that catch. That's a huge play as he finds that guy. But, you know, did he go there because he felt this was a cover 2 and that guy widened there and he knew he had the guy down the middle? Or was this, I don't really like the outside guy, I'm going to come back and find somebody, and he does a great job of finding somebody? Should have been a huge play. But hopefully you're kind of getting the point with their offense, is that it's really, really hard for me to tell the processing, the mental side of Caleb Williams when I'm watching these tapes, because I don't know how things are connected. I don't know what he's reading, or if he's just looking to find guys open because the routes don't necessarily connect. Okay? All right, so I put this one on here. Again, this looks to me like a screen, okay, because of what the offensive line is doing. He looks down the field, but again, you're going to see this stuff all the time. Just his ability to make plays, a guy hanging on him. Not a huge play right there, but the ability to make a play with guys hanging all over him. You're going to have to do that in the NFL and find ways to create, and he's really good at that. Okay, so again, not really sure. He's looking left. Okay, he's got a one-on-one. I guess you maybe take that shot. We're going. Is this another screen right here? Maybe it is, even though he's looking. Yeah, it looks like, I don't know, pulling an offensive lineman out there. We're trying to get a tight end screen. Okay, but again, here's what he's really, really good at. Oh, find, avoid. Nothing was there right off the bat. Go find a guy and get a completion. So crazy is that the score at this point, 21-21, and we really just haven't seen a whole lot in their pass game outside of some playmaking by Caleb. Okay, so here we are. We're back to the same play. Hook, go. Hook, go. Okay, fine. It works, right? We got it again. Boom, he's back. Ball's out. Great timing, great catch, great play. But how does it translate, right? He's just picking a side. The guy's open. He's putting it on him. Good play. But you're not asking him to do much. You're not asking him to see much. And that's where, okay, so what is Caleb Williams in terms of seeing and processing information? Now, I know last year he was better than he was this year. But I like to feel that these really good quarterbacks, you're going to see it in every single game, whether the team was better last year, they had more success last year or not. You should be able to see those same traits no matter what's around it. All right, so here we go again. We're going to go down here. We're going to run the hook. Now they're going to run a hook up here. So kind of similar concepts to both sides out of empty. Okay, so you've got your hitch, your hook, the guy back behind it here, or you pick this side down here with the go and the hook again. Okay, so again, here we say, okay, why didn't we throw the hook this time? This is just as open as the other ones are. Same play, you got off coverage right there. Throw it. Get the ball out, make that completion. He does it. Leads to a fumble and a sack. Don't know, was he blocked? Could he not see it? Not really sure what happened there, but we've seen him make that play a couple times. This one leads to a negative. Okay, so here they're going to run the post, the corner, and I don't know who's coming out here, but then the flat. So they're getting the high-low over to that side. Again, they weren't necessarily great up front, so I think there's times that Caleb drops his eyes and is seeing pass rush and trying to create more than reading. Okay, so here, my opinion, so he looks to the right. Okay, I'm not really sure why he looks to the right. Okay, for me, you're going to your high-low. You've got a solo here, unless maybe the back's supposed to get out. Maybe you got a chance on a high-low over there. But you get right back here to the flat defender. High, low, go ahead and read it that way. But you see the quick movement, and there is a guy that loses their guy, so now he's got to create again. Nice job. Finding the right guy. You see everything else drop. You're going to the flat. But it's off schedule, off schedule, off schedule. That's the whole first half of throws that we saw right there. A bunch of flats, a bunch of off schedule stuff by Caleb. And this was, by means of stats, a good game for Caleb overall. But you're just seeing the limitations within the offense that we're trying to evaluate from. Okay, so here we go. Little sprint out. Okay, we're going to run a corner route right into a defender. We're going to run a hitch on the top, a defender right there, and then somebody crossing. Nothing happening for him. Not a lot of layups, as I say. The offense isn't creating a lot of layups, a lot of quick reads, or him getting a lot of guys open, where now it is go and create again, and he does that. Okay, does that right here. So maybe on this play what they're trying to do, I guess it looks like, is that they're faking the corner and coming back here on the big play. So that's who he ends up finding on this play. Some protection issues, steps up, but really nice job right here. Stepping up, getting reset. Get reset, get lined up again inside the pocket. You're not panicking, you're not throwing everything on the run. I like how he steps up and settles back in the pocket to make this big second level throw up over the top and get a chunk play when there wasn't a whole lot happening initially. Okay, so here we go again, RPO. Okay, give it, run it, whatever you decide to do. Okay, so you're not fully sure. Maybe here off the play action, trying to see what this guy does, and then replace with this guy back behind it. You've got the hitch, inside fade into a rolled safety over here. Don't really have anything on the backside. So nice job here. And again, I like the patience. Now he's not panicking. Got good protection this time. So doesn't have the inside one. Works to the outside one. Nice job. Okay, so this is the kind of processing I want to see. No panic, not trying to create on every play. He's reading it. When he's got time, he's settling in and working to his number 2 over here. Nice job. Nice read, nice throw. I like, watch the quick little reset, boom, and then boom. See how he resets his feet to line up for the throw? That's stuff that I like. That's stuff that I want to see. Okay, so you like to see the ability to reset the feet, to line up, the technique that goes with the throws. We always say feet and eyes go together. When your eyes go, we want your feet to go. Did a nice job on that last play. Love this. It's another RPO here. He gets the safety down. He gets one-on-one on the outside. And again, you see the ability, quick set, and then you see the ability to kind of throw this around, use his core, make the long throw from the backside hash on the quick out. Really well done. This is something that he does really, really good. RPOs are surely going to be a part of the offense that he runs next year. Okay, here we go with the RPO again. Everything coming down, or at least it looks like an RPO, maybe not with the puller here. But now he's going to go throw the go route again. Laying the ball up, out of bounds. Okay, so here's that technique again off the RPO, and it makes it hard. It makes it hard on any quarterback. I'm not just picking on Caleb. That's what's hard about RPOs, is allowing quarterbacks to quickly get their feet set and make accurate throws. So his feet are off balance, throwing off platform, and the ball goes out of bounds. So as I was saying here, this has been a really good game for him. He completes 77% of his passes in this game, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, high QBR in this game. But, so by all the standards, this is a really good game for Caleb Williams from a number standpoint, from a stats standpoint. But then you got to break it down, and what are we seeing? What are we able to decipher from this? What do we have? Same play once again. Same play. Mirrored routes on both sides. Okay, they're taking away the hook route again. So now quarterback is left to try to figure out what's going on. Nothing really connects. We're running a go route here into a safety. Okay, so nothing really connects. Yeah, it's easy to say, well, you could have picked the other side. That guy's more open. I get it. But this is a pick a side, right? You're choosing ahead of time which side you're going to go to. We see why. If this guy rushes, you see why the easy steal right there on the hook. But that guy ends up dropping. Now, there's no continuity behind it on the play. I've got nothing except trying to jam a go route in here late into the hole shot. And again, you see the talent level. You see the throw, right? It gives this guy a chance. It's high and away, but the safety's right there. There's no real ability for him to progress through. Show us, hey, I understand that's taken away. Now let me move to another concept there. Yeah, maybe he goes to his check down here. But as I'm saying is that it's either this or nothing unless you're trying to throw up or jam in a go on the outside. I'd love to see more continuity so I can tell what he would do, where he would go based on what the coverage is. Okay, so here's another one. All right, so we've got kind of a go and an out down here. So that to me is kind of an alert if you get the right look, which he has it here. So let's just look there first. If he wanted to, he could have easily, Washington was kind of screwed up here. He could have easily just taken this quick out here. He chose to go to the other side. On the other side, what they're running is they're trying to run a T-seam. Okay, so they're trying to clear this out here. They're trying to run their tailback down here on a seam, and then they're going to run their outside guy outside to kind of pull the outside defender and try to get that seam there. So he chooses to go to that side, okay? And again, you see things are starting to break down. He's starting to get a little uncomfortable in the pocket, okay, because this is taken away. He's hoping for this guy to get past him and to get there. Nothing's really working in his favor. Now he's got to create once again. But we just, you know, again, it's hard. The thing that I would simply say is you got all these bodies over here on this seam. Even though they're going to a middle close, I'd love to see him just come out here and take this because there's really nobody there. But maybe he's worried about this guy buzzing outside and take it away. But I still think, and again, this is part of the processing, I still think you have time as a quarterback to look over to this side, see if the quick out's there. If it's not, then get your eyes and work back because this is a longer count play. You have the ability to do both. But again, you see, like, where are you throwing this football right here? There's nowhere to throw it. Now guys are starting to come free. Now Caleb is asked once again to create. Moving, shaking. Nice decision there. Just throw it away. You don't have anything. Live for another day. Great throw. Great catch. All right, so what do we got? Mirrored routes. Okay, so seeing it again. Inside fade, hitch, hitch. Now, I'm a guy that likes the inside fade against press coverage. I don't like it when these guys are this far off because it takes them so long to get there and set their angle and where to throw it that it's just really hard. You like it when they're up tight, they can win quickly, and now you can set the ball out. So I'm probably taking this hitch up here to the top as you watch it play out. Boom, right there, take it. Okay, that's the easy one because you see this guy's not even close to his guy. This guy's not even close to this guy, and we're trying to throw an inside fade. I'm probably just taking the easy one here, but again, we got mirrored routes. It's pick a side. I would go to the off corner. Maybe he's saying I'm going to the press corner, so I get one-on-one in the slot. And then what's he do? He makes a great throw. Great back shoulder throw right here. I love the technique. Little slide, balanced, quick hitch. Get the ball out, put it on the back shoulder. We get ourselves a touchdown right here. But so many of these plays have really just been pick a side and try to make something happen. I love this one right here. So I talked about it with my son last week. What do you see? Okay, if you watch that tape, you're going to see the same thing. It's an all-out blitz. It's what we call blitz zero, man-to-man across the board. Have to have an answer. Have to know what you're doing against pressure. Have to have a pressure plan. Boom, here they come. Even though they're going to pop a couple defensive tackles out, Caleb's got a plan. He's got a quick little shallow route. Boom, get the ball out of your hands. The other option, quarterback's watching, you got a little hitch there. You can just pop the ball out to the hitch if you want, but I love it. Great job right here to understand what the problems are. They're probably going to bring more than we can block. Unless they pop guys out, come back, have an answer, get the ball out, nice catchable ball, getting the first down. That's the kind of stuff I love to see, right? To see things thrown at him and him having to respond to it positively within the structure of the play. That was really good there by Caleb. All right, so here we go again. All right, you tell me. You tell me. He's dropped back, ready to throw it. Blanketed, blanketed, blanketed. I'm not sure what the concept is. It's a bunch of kind of solo routes across the board. Nothing happening for him. No real concept to go, oh, guy on the outside's covered. Now it's man-to-man, so you need somebody to separate. And he didn't get a lot of guys to separate here. And you see pressure breaking down again. Somebody missing their guy here. Now it's going to lead to a sack here. But, I mean, you tell me, right? We can talk about, oh, Caleb took a sack here. Well, yeah, but there's nothing open. There's no opportunities here, and all of a sudden this guy comes free on him. He's got nothing really to do on this particular play except possibly throw it away, but he's going to try to create because that's what he's had to do all year long. It leads to a big sack. Okay. What we got? Surprise, surprise. Same play again. Hook, go, hook, hook, in. All right, so this backside concept we've seen about 7 or 8 times. And really all it is Caleb drop back and see if the hook on the inside is open, right? Because there's really no conceptual play back behind it. Hey, if they jump that, then you're going to hit the in back behind it, or you're going to hit the come back to the outside. Not really any of that. So it's really just come back and take the throw. Okay, nice job right here. Again, good ball away from the defender. Okay, so we've seen him hit this a couple times. Could have easily worked up to the top and said, I like this one, or maybe even the hitch on the outside if he wanted it. But we go to the bottom, gets a completion. So now hopefully you understand my tweet a little bit better, just about trying to figure out who this guy is as a quarterback. Okay, great playmaker, no doubt. Extremely talented physically, no doubt. What is he as a processor of information? Because we're not seeing a whole lot of processing. Okay, so now we're going to change this up and get fancy here. We're going to run a go, and instead of a choice, we're going to run a pivot. So now, once again, we're just dropping back and going, do I have the pivot here? Boom, nice ball, good accurate throw, all good. But you see not a lot helping him out right here. And I don't know, we get two high safeties. Maybe we peek down the middle first and then bounce back to the pivot, right? See some processing, seeing, hey, I understand the middle's open. That may be my best shot down the middle. I don't have it. Let me recover back down, as opposed to just dropping back and hitting the only guy that you really have an option to hit. Okay, another great throw on the move. I like this one. So we've got a little stop route right here. So he's looking to take that right now, which I like because they're dropping down, corners off, go take it. If you don't have it, okay, they've got basically a post, an over, and then they're getting somebody to the flat here on this particular play. Oh, sorry, switch that up. Clear out comes here, then it's a pivot, and then it's an over. Okay, so he goes to look for the stop on the backside. Okay, what happens? This guy buzzes hard outside of it. I like it. Okay, you don't have it, don't force it. Now, again, quick pressure here. Now he's got to go create instead of being able to work back. I would have loved to have seen him be able to work back, settle in the pocket, and read this high-low right here off of these two guys. But instead, it becomes a scramble drill once again. Great throw on the run. Boom. Shouldn't say that. Not a great throw on the run. Trying to make a throw on the run. Doesn't hit this one low and outside, and we're missing. So he's made some plays creating, and he's missed some plays creating. I'll say this. I don't care how good you are. It's tough to live in this world when you're not able to make some layups and hit some things on time. So now we got to create and throw on the run. As good as he has been on the run, we miss one there. All right, so we put the formation into the boundary. I think this is really, really hard. I think we're running a go route right here. So if you got it, take it. Otherwise, you got to read the concept over to that side. But there's lots of bodies. They're going to run kind of a one step in here. Then they're going to push like they're running a seam or a fade down there and come back with the stop. So you see the bodies. Good read right here. He gets a chase on this underneath thing. But now he's got to throw around this to the stop route right there. Okay, not a bad throw, not a great throw. You see the pressure's coming. He kind of flips this. Again, technique going this way because of the pressure. Now he's trying to work against himself. His body's going to the sideline. He's got to try to make this throw. Where's the ball go? Body going to the sideline. Ball goes to the sideline. We end up missing this throw, and this is kind of how this game finished up.